Welcome back to Cooking with Culver. We bring you today the most epic patty melt you'll ever taste with smoking and grilling with Ad. Patty melts is one of my favorite foods for dinner, but this is your lunch recipe. I skip lunch every day, but you don't have to. So let's get into this. Let's see his idea and let's see how I can improve on his recipe, if I can even do it.
What I'm getting ready to do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my bacon, right? Right?
Everybody wants to put bacon out there. Get beef bacon or corned beef. Beef bacon or corned beef. You can do it, guys. I believe in you.
Look, when it's at low temperature, you guys finna get a little pro tip. This low temperature kind of like helps it so that it doesn't crinkle up. Check it out, folks, what we gotta do.
And that's actually a pro tip I didn't know. Let's see if he knows how to chop an onion properly. It's starting to look like he's messing up.
I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this down like this. Because we want to have
some. Perfect.
All right, so look, once I get it cut like this, now we're gonna go ahead and prep it, right? So what we're doing is we just cut them down like this, right? You want to have like a sharp blade. I can promise you, this one right here is sharp.
I've never seen this method before, but we'll see if it works. Unless he's getting this,
you probably won't cut yourself. Just the dullness is when you cut it, right? So I'm gonna take it and just.
Okay, that's similar to what I did.
Like itself.
I always did my lines up and down first and then did my overlines, but hey, that's a perfectly good way to do it. Everybody thinks differently. That might actually work a little bit better. I gotta try that out one time. I always do my vertical cuts and then my horizontal cuts, but you know, each thing owns.
It's really like the way that I've done it. And then if I turn it this way, now just
knock them off, yeah.
Just like this.
Yeah.
All right, folks, look, take a look at that.
The only thing is, I do his first cut second and his second cuts first. But basically the same thing I do.
Remember when I tell you, when you bring the temperature up, look how it is. They're not all crinkly. That's because I want to lay flat on here, right? So I'm just going to take them here.
I wonder if this is going to work with my beef bacon. You know, like I keep saying, I love my beef bacon. And sometimes when you got to use corned beef, it does crinkle up. So I got to try this out. But I can smell the burning flesh through the screen. I hate pork.
We're just going to flip it. Okay, so look, now that we all diced up, looking good and all
that,
I hate
right? Onions.
So don't forget, we got to like dice these. I mean, we got to put these on here.
Yeah, I definitely hate onions too, but I definitely would put the onions on the grill because I don't hate onions because I don't like eating onions. I don't like the texture of onions in my mouth. So I could potentially cook the onions with the bacon so that onion grease gets on the grill. And the onions produce natural grease. So he might be onto something. You might be able to just use the onions to get your beef bacon or turkey bacon extra crispy.
And what we're doing is we just want to grill these. Remember I said earlier, remember imaginary line? This over here is where we do all our cooking, right? So you just go ahead and just add this just like this. All right, so I'm looking at my bacon. This is about as far as I'm going, right? Still a little bit on the soft side. You guys can cook it down however you want to. If you want yours to be like super crispy, you can do that too. But I just want to show you a masterpiece. These right here, that's fire. Now we're going to go ahead and...
Now, as you guys know, if you joined us for the last video, I like my bacon extra crispy. That's why when I gotta make turkey bacon, I cook it in oil.
Bring this over here like this, right? You know what I mean?
And a pro tip, if you're cooking the turkey bacon, because you're already about to be cooking the patty melt, if you start cooking the ground beef first, you can take some of the oil off of your burgers and cook that turkey bacon in that beef grease coming off of the burgers, and you can use that right there to get that turkey bacon extra crispy. No artificial oil.
We're gonna sweat these down. Okay, jalapeno, folks. This for all the people to be out here talking to me about, hey, AB, make it spicy. Can you do something like that for me? Look, just take these and cut these down. Like that right there.
The jalapenos ain't gonna make it spicy. A little bit spicy, but jalapenos more of a sweet pepper. If you want it spicy, get a habanero. Go light unless you're used to them.
Okay, so look, I got everything, going already. Look, we're just gonna go ahead and get these onions down, grilled. I got my bacon off to the side. I just cut my jalapenos. I think now would be a good time for me to go ahead and just figure out how much meat. I'm gonna make just, I'm gonna probably use just like a pound. Okay, so look, I'm gonna be using my burger rub. For those of you guys that got it right there, and then if you don't have it, go back, read all my burgers, and then read the comments. Everybody came back and just talked about how.
Well, you can use his burger rub, but it might have some crazy stuff in there. I say go light, go with the right stuff, put a little bit of seasoning salt, some Cajun seasoning on there. But I love my burgers blackened.
How fire it is, right? So this is it right here.
You're going to massage that in, okay, all over the place,
Here's a little bit of a heads up.
And just to let you know, if you're into adult treats and adult edibles, you can put a little bit of your adult treats in there, and the fat in the ground beef will absorb all that adult treat in there, whether it be the sip or the toke.
Right. So my griddle got a little bit of a lot of different oils on it right now, but mainly it's got what you saw when I did with the bacon, right? But I'm gonna give you a heads up. I can bring that over here, but that'll prolong my my cooking time. If you just add just a little bit of water, you know what I mean, like this.
Oh, that's what I said in my last video, to add a little bit of water to the pan to get that cheese melting on them eggs.
Then have it around it. We just want to get it steamed up, right? Then I just take it. You see it starting to turn? You see that color right there?
Yeah, I see.
This is why most of y'all come here to this channel. It's for that right there. We on our way, folks.
I still don't like onion.
I'm gonna go in the house and change my shirt, put a collar on just so I can pop it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of this here. You know what I mean? I get a little bit of that bacon grease.
Okay,
right?
okay. But you want a lot of grease from the burger.
Move this around here like this.
Feel like you're making extra steps and there's some water on there.
These jalapenos.
All over the place. Yeah, I wouldn't have been adding grease to this at all. Them burgers, if you end up using high-fat burgers, what are you doing if you're not eating a high-fat burger? At least get that 80-20. You can start cooking the burger, and that burger will produce the grease to get your bacon crispy, get your onions crispy if you like the onions, and your jalapenos nice and fried up.
We're going to cook these down just a little bit. And you guys do it however you guys like for them to be. But I'm going to show you, mic it down, and it's okay. I see the seeds, but don't trip.
You won't want to keep them seeds if you want it to be spicy. The spiciest thing about the jalapenos are the seeds.
Okay, so look, now we're getting ready to whip up a little bit of a sauce, right? And look,
Okay.
while you right here, look at the thickness of this bread. Hey, this
Mhm,
Texas
he's onto
toast,
something. He
deep
already
slice.
got the mayo. He
Talk
about to
me,
make that
folks.
sauce.
Now,
They call that
I'm gonna go ahead and
aioli.
just start adding, some mayo.
He about to make a
Chili
big
powder.
aioli.
Now, look, I'm gonna
Chili
put a little bit of this
powder.
Creole kick in here because I like that profile. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that Creole kick in is different in every area. It's either called Cajun seasoning or blackening seasoning, or it can be called Creole seasoning. But yeah, that's the seasoning I was suggesting for the burgers. That Creole seasoning. They got many different names for many different regions.
And just those seasoning, you don't need a whole lot. We ain't trying to turn this into nothing like Cajun, right?
Yeah, whip
But
that
the
up,
Rio
whip that
binder,
up.
check this out right here, folks.
Oh, a
Let
little
me
bit
go
of
ahead and check this
sriracha.
out. Y'all know what
Ooh,
this is?
this is looking good.
That's
I'm
sriracha.
gonna try this sauce out.
And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mix it all together. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this down, even though
I'm getting so hungry watching this, guys. I might have to do this myself. This might be my breakfast because I ain't cooked breakfast yet.
it's gonna render because that's 80-20, right? I'm gonna go ahead, spread my oil around.
Oh, do you use oil? Come on, what is he about to cook? I thought you
Just
had
to get it
everything else
started.
done. I thought you had everything else done.
Now grab these, and do you want to space them out?
Why do you
Listen,
need
we're gonna
oil?
smash these, right? So I'm gonna put them here.
That ground beef got enough
Okay, so
oil.
look, we all been taught we don't smash the patties, right? But what I do is I seal it just a little bit. I wait about 15 seconds, get myself some wax paper.
Nah, you smash them joints, bro. You gotta smash them. What you do is throw them down. Yeah, 15 seconds is about right. Then you flip it over because you want that cook side to smash them. Looks like you got an actual smasher over there. That if you don't have a spatula, I said a spatula. If you don't have a smasher, what you want to do is use your food turner, aka a spatula, but in actuality it's a food turner. Use a metal one. You flip them little balls over and you push down on them and make them flatter than your eggs.
I got a smasher right here, right? Just happened to be, it say smoking and grilling, right? So I'll just put this on here like this. We'll start over here, and then we'll just go ahead and give it a smash.
Ooh,
That's up to you guys. Some people like it for it to be like super, super thin. You can do that too. You can make your,
Yeah,
your
nice and thin and
balls,
crispy.
you can make them smaller. For me, I like
He said, pause, no diddy.
I'm like how you just see them. You know what I mean? So even though they wide, right? Don't forget they're gonna have a little bit of shrinkage.
Ooh.
So even though they wide, right? Don't forget they're gonna have a little bit of shrinkage.
Yep, they gonna shrink up like that flat ex's ex-boyfriend.
So when I get my burgers, get them on, I'm looking at it, it's gonna be time to flip them real soon, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of this mayo. We're just gonna run this and get a light little coating on here, right?
That is way too much dang mayonnaise.
How we gonna toast, folks? Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys ever heard of toasting your bread.
I've seen people
with
do
mayo.
it, but I don't
if you
like
haven't,
mayo. That's
now
too
you
much
know.
mayo.
I promise you, once you
Too
try it,
much
you'll
mayo.
come back and be like, man, I really like that better than
Too
I like
much
it.
mayo.
You guys
Yeah.
are like, look, you can see as it cooks, it rises up. Obviously, it's raw on
Yeah,
top.
you
We
see it
don't
like
flip
half the
Just giving you
size.
guys a heads up.
Half the
You'll see it cook up all of the
size,
juices on the outside.
Gonna
It
shock
kinda
it
comes up,
everybody.
right? So
Yeah.
get up underneath the bottom.
Flip that
Flip it
over.
over. Flip it over like this.
Now, is he gonna toast
Okay,
it?
folks,
Is he
you gotta
melt
pay
the
attention to what I'm
cheese
gonna do
on
right
the
here.
bread or
Look,
the
we went ahead and put the
egg?
mayo on one side, right?
He's gonna
Obviously, we don't have
melt
nothing
the
here.
cheese.
But I'm gonna take this.
Ooh.
We're gonna start just building it up.
Ooh,
And we're gonna build this on the grill,
real
right?
healthy.
We're gonna be nice,
Ooh.
hot,
Yeah.
buttery, even though that's mayo. Nobody gonna be able to tell, right? So
Hey,
if I take
mayo
this here
does
and I
have
just drop
butter
this
in
right
it.
there,
Mayo is heavy cream
and then
and
we start. I'm gonna go ahead and
eggs.
repeat and do the rest of them. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna show you what we do next.
It's not seasoned
All right.
too
So
much.
after
I'll
everything's
put that
cooked,
sauce on both
cooked to
sides.
right about perfection, right? Now we're just gonna go ahead and add our cheese.
Okay, he's on the cheese on the patties. You don't put the cheese on the bread, you should put the cheese on the bread too. You
Now,
want that cheese covered
we
on
done already
both
put some on
sides.
there. I always like to add something a little extra. And I tell
Yeah.
everybody, look, when you eating a burger,
Ooh.
sandwich, anything like that, it ain't
Don't
spilling
let that
all,
joint be
spewing all over
dry.
your food or your clothes.
Don't
You ain't
let
got
that
that.
joint be
So
dry.
after I hit it the first time, you see I
If
think
you
those
dry
are
as
kind
your
of
ex while
absorbing
she's
there.
thinking
It's a
about
method to the
you.
madness, people. You know what I mean? You just got to trust me. Now, before I do that, now we got sauce.
Okay, guys, we're gonna leave this video at that, but this looks yummy, yummy, yummy. So, if you guys like your dinner, you want your dinner, breakfast, brunch type situation, this is your patty melt, and this is all the ingredients. And I know you guys know the rest on how to throw this together. You can tweak it how you like, but thank you for coming back to Cooking with Colbert. We'll have another video up for you guys by 5 for dinner. Have a great and blessed day.